kapag ganito kababa ang disbursement rate, klaro na hindi budget ang issue. Walang kakayahan ng DepEd magpatayo ng ganyang kadami at ang Public Works man. Sabihin na nga natin na iba-iba ang gagawin ng PPP, ng NGO, CSO at iba't iba pang tropa, LGU. Ang tanong ko po, wala namang maliwanag na plano. Kasi ang totoo, nagawa na po natin to. Hindi naman sa pagmamalaki, pero yung Massive School Building Program po ng dekada 70, alalay po ako noon ng ama ko at nakita natin na new technology sa building ng prefab nung panahon na yon. Sa ngayon, wala naman tayong sinasaad na modular or ibang prefab na technology or smart technology na napakarami ng foam concrete at kung ano-ano pa. Wala naman nababanggit na ganon. At dyan tayo makakamura, alam natin yan. Ikalawa, wala namang prioritization, yung color-coded po ng DepEd. Kabisado po natin yan, galing tayo sa LGU, hindi naman ganun kaliwanag. Pagkatapos, wala namang kaakibat ito na programa para sa ating teachers. Hanggang ngayon, alam naman natin, teacher natin, ang baba-baba ng sahod. So, marami pong dahilan at ang paglalagay ng napakalaking budget, baka hindi ito ang tanging sagot lamang. Yun lang po, observation lamang. Ano ang absorption rate na totoo ng DepEd? Apakababa, nasa 23%.
Actually, maraming salamat, Senator Amy, sa inyong mga komento. At actually, ang nangyari ho kasi, merong special provision na ibinibigay lang exclusively sa DPWH ang construction. No? So, for 2 years, almost 5 years, no? DPWH lang po ang nagko-construct ng classroom, farm-to-market roads, hospitals, yung health centers. So ngayon, under this budget, i-allow na ho natin ang mga iba't ibang ehensya na pumasok po sa counterparting with LGUs. No, kung gusto ho nilang makipag-partner with LGUs, pwede ho sila mag-partner para ho mabilis yung construction dahil ang LGUs ho, alam naman ho natin, mas mabilis ho mag-construct. Before I continue, let me recognize the presence of Senator Mark Villar, one of our conferees.
Mr. Chair. Yes, we appreciate the concerns of Senator Marcos, and as the chair mentioned, there are several options that Secretary Angara had mentioned in our hearings and in plenary, and that would be including letting the local governments implement the school building program, and we appreciate that. And in fact, Senator Aquino, I think, and Senator Pangilinan mentioned also about the possibility of CSOs and PPPs with accredited private sector partners. So, having said that, if there's no other question, Mr. Chair, I would like to move for the DepEd Office of the Secretary Budget to be approved.
Mr. Chair,
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
I have
Senator Tulfo.
one quick question. Kanina ko pa po hinahanap dito sa Office of the Secretary. Ito po yung mga hinihingi lagi ng mga teacher, ng mga PTA sa mga estudyante sa public schools. Mga simple, walis, ting-ting, dustpan, pag naglinis ng classroom, basahan, tapos pag malapit ng graduation, mga dekorasyon sa mga stage. Hinihingi po ito sa mga estudyante. Ang dami na pong reklamo na ganito. Saan po banda rito kaya nakasama? Parang wala ho yata. Parang,
Dito po sa MOOE, ito po yung operations of schools, elementary, junior high school, senior high school.
doon po sa operation schools.
Yeah. Pasok, MOE ho ito ng mga eskwelahan.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
So there's a pending motion to approve the Office of the Secretary. Any second?
On the part of the House, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, we second the motion.
Before that, since I'm the movant, I just want to make sure that we put on record before we finalize it, the HGAB number and the BICAM number that we are approving so that it's on the record. May we ask the chair to do that, if you agree, because many figures are being discussed. May we kindly put on record the HGAB figure and the BICAM figure that we are approving. But I so move.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And there's a duly seconded, so the budget of the Office of the Secretary, Department of Education is hereby approved. Those summaries, Madam Chair, will be provided prior to the signing of the BICAM report. In fact, dito po sa BICAM, hindi ho natin isa-sign to kaagad. Ipiprint na muna po yung mga dokumento, ipiprint na po yung pre-enrolled copy, at iproprovide yung sa members para po makita ho nila bago ho tayo mag-sign. No?
Thank you.
All right?
Mr. Chair, in response to the query of the Honorable Legarda, the current total under the Office of the Secretary would go from the current HGAB level of 912 to a total of 958.7 billion pesos. So that would be a total increase of 46.2 billion pesos.
May I ask for 1 minute suspension, please?
1 minute suspension. our, meeting. So we go to the National Academy of Sports. Chairperson Mika, do you want to highlight the improvements, if there are any?
Thank you very much. For the National Academy of Sports, actually on the part of the House, Mr. Chair, we retained all the items from the NEP to the HGAB. So the current amounts for the two items mentioned here, promotion, development, and implementation, would be 128.8 million pesos, and for general management and supervision, 115.5 million pesos. So we retained the NEP levels for both of these items.
Thank you very much, Chairperson Mika. On the part of the Senate, the budget proposal for the National Academy of Sports is 540 million pesos. And this is composed of promotions, development, and implementation of quality and enhanced sports integrated secondary program, general management, and supervision. Let me just dictate. For promotions and development is 344 million pesos. For general management and supervision, 194 million pesos. So any questions, any comments? Hearing none, any motion? Yeah. Yeah. Any motion to approve National Academy of Sports?
I move to approve, Mr. Chair, the National Academy of Sports.
Any second?
Second.
Duly seconded. The National Academy of Sports is hereby approved. The National Book Development Board,
For the National Book Development Board, Mr. Chair, among the four items mentioned here, we propose an increase in the general management and supervision by 40.3 million pesos, which brings the total to that. So here for the National Book Development Board, the levels under the HGAB would be 40.3 for the general management and supervision, 7.5 million for the policy development, 91.6 million for capacity building, and 12.5 million for administration of awards.
on the part of the Senate, we propose a 202 million pesos for the National Book Development Board, composed of general management and supervision, policy to a tune of 57 million, policy development, research, information system and management, and information campaign, 10.5 million pesos, capacity building and trade promotions incentives, 118 million pesos, administrative of awards, grant and incentives, 15 million pesos. Any questions? Any questions po?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I move for approval of the proposed budget for the National Book Development Board to the tune of a total of 202 million, with a breakdown as stated by our chair, Wing Gatchalian. So move.
Thank you. Any second?
I second the motion. Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The duly seconded. The budget of the National Book Development Board is duly approved, and the motion of Congressman Rufus is perfect, being a former member or a former participant and advocate of the National Book Development Board.
In the first, Mr. Chairman, the first legal counsel
The
of
first legal
NBDB,
counsel pala.
because I was a lawyer and I was the lawyer of the Publishers Association of the Philippines, and we drafted a bill. Thank you.
Alam ko, malapit po sa puso ho ninyo ang book development, book publishing industry. Next will be the National Council for Children's Television.
On the part of the National Council for Children's Television, the House proposes the retention of the items stated herein in the HGAB from the NEP. For general management and supervision, 21.9 million, and for child-friendly television development services at 49.3 million.
The Senate proposes a 116 million budget for the National Council for Children's Television, composed of general management and supervision, 26 million, child-friendly television development services, 89 million. Any questions?
I move, Mr. Chair, that we approve the National Council for Children's Television budget.
Any second?
Second.
Duly seconded. The National Council for Children's Television budget is hereby approved. Next will be the National Museum, an organization very close to the heart of Senator Lawrence. So, Congressman Mika, any?
On the part of the House, under the National Museum of the Philippines, we propose the retention of the NEP levels from the current 811.9 million pesos. And in terms of the breakdown, we propose to retain the 423 million pesos lodged under general management and supervision.
Thank you for that. The Senate proposed a 986 million peso budget composed of general management and supervision of 468 million, a locally funded project, development of National Museum of the Philippines, NMP, General Aniceto Lacson Ancestral House, Talisay City, Negros Occidental, of 50 million. Another LFP, development of Calibo, Aklan, 20 million pesos. Another locally funded project, development of NMP, Coronadal and Lake Cebu, Cotabato, South Cotabato, Phase 2, 40 million pesos. Another LFP, exhibition and fit out of various National Museum of the Philippines, Central and Regional Sites, Northern Luzon National Museums, of 20 million pesos. Any questions? Hearing none, any motion?
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded by Senator Erwin. The National Museum of the Philippines budget is hereby approved. The Philippine High School for the Arts.
For the Philippine High School of the Arts, on the part of the House, we propose the retention of the current level in the NEP, which is 157 million, 95 million under General Management and Supervision, and 53.9 under operation of the Philippine High School for the Arts.
The Senate proposed a 218 million peso budget for the Philippine High School for the Arts, General Management and Supervision, 150 million, operation of Philippine High School for the Arts, including outreach, screening, student exchange program with other countries, and production activities, 59 million pesos. Any questions? Or a motion to,
Mr. Chairman?
yes.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the 218 million appropriation for the Philippine High School for the Arts.
Any second?
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded. The budget for the Philippine High School for the Arts, duly approved. The Teacher Education Council.
On the part of the House, under Teacher Education Council, we propose the retention of the current NEP level at 207 million, 163 million under Quality Teacher Education Services, and 44.4 million under General Management and Supervision.
The Senate proposed a 562 million peso budget composed of Quality Teacher Education Services, 516 million pesos, General Management and Supervision, 46 million pesos. Any questions or motion?
Mr. Chair, quick question lang po. Itong Quality Teachers Education Service, ito po ba ay kasama dun sa training ng mga teachers natin, further education, yung mga masteral nila? Because ang dami tayong mga teachers last year na naloko po dito sa Region 4B at saka sa Mindanao, nagkuha ng masteral, pero fake pala yung eskwelahan. And they have to make loans, Mr. Chair. So kung ito ay, this will fall under this category, then magagamit ng mga teachers natin for advancement and for promotion, Mr. Chair.
Tama ho kayo, ito po ay para po sa mga pre-service and in-service teacher training. First time po na magkakaroon ng ganitong budget ang TEC para po tuloy-tuloy po yung pag-training po ng ating mga teachers. So kukuha ho sila ng 720 teacher scholars with this budget po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, any motion?
Therefore, move, Mr. Chair, that we approve the Teachers Education Council budget.
Any second?
Second.
Duly seconded. The budget of the Teacher Education Council is hereby approved. So we go to state universities and colleges.
Before we move to that, Mr. Chair, if I may, I would just like to quickly summarize the increases siguro sa major items, just so the general public would be able to see how much we increased from the NEP levels po siguro, para mapakita po natin na talaga po totoo yung ating commitment na itaas po yung budget natin sa education. Siguro po, for the sake of expediency po, I'll focus only on the big ticket items. So under the Department of Education, the total increase would be 86.8 billion pesos from the NEP level, from 874.5 billion pesos in the NEP to a final number of 961.3 million. Siguro po yung pinakamalaki na lang po siguro na increases under the basic education facilities program, that would be a total increase of 57.3 billion pesos. So halos siguro po mahina na po na 35,000 classrooms po yung ating maipapagawa para po sa taong 2026. Maganda po yun kung maaalala po natin ang binanggit po ng ating Pangulo nung kanyang SONA ay 40,000 pesos po yung target na maipatayo na classrooms by 2026. So dahil po sa atin pong inilaan na pondo para sa Basic Education Facilities Program para sa 2026. Halos kaya na po natin yung punan. Konti na lang po, matatamaan na po natin yung target natin na supposedly sa 2028 pa. Sunod po, under the textbooks and other instructional materials, we are increasing it by 8.3 billion pesos from the NEP level of 11.1 to the final number of 19.5. So malaki po yung papel na gagampanan nito para po mapunan na yung kakulangan po sa mga libro at mga kagamitan sa ating po mga paaralan. Pagdating po sa school-based feeding program, mula po atin pong magdadagdag po tayo ng 13.9 billion pesos mula po sa 11.7 billion sa NEP, paakyat po sa 25.7 billion pesos. I think, Mr. Chair, correct me if I'm wrong, that represents an increase from 120 days to 180 days para po sa ating mga estudyante. So ano po, maganda po yun kasi halos lahat na po ng araw na pumapasok sila, meron na pong feeding program para po sa kanila. Siguro, Mr. Chair, there are a lot of other items, but I'd just like to highlight the biggest increase, and that would be in terms of classrooms, in terms of textbooks, at saka pagdating po sa school-based feeding program. Mahalaga din po na ating po ipaalam sa ating mga kababayan na kahit ano pong programa sa Department of Education, hindi po tayo bumaba mula po sa NEP. Lahat po ng mga programa, itinaas po natin mula po sa level ng NEP. Kaya yun po, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to manifest that para po maipakita po natin na talagang totoo po yung sinasabi ng parehong Kongreso at ng Senado na talaga pong binibigyan po natin ng napakalaking prioridad ang edukasyon para sa budget sa 2026. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chairperson, just to add, kaya natin dinagdagan from 120 days, actually to 200 days, dahil yun ang concern, 200. 200, no? 200, di ba? 200, oh. Dahil ang concern ng ating mga teachers ay bumabalik sa malnutrition at wasting pag hindi kumpleto yung number of days na yung feeding program. Therefore, nasasayang lang yung ginagastos dahil hindi matapos yung 120 days, bumabalik yung wasting. That's why it's 200. And therefore, hopefully, from here, moving forward, sana sa susunod ng mga budget, maging universal na, hindi lamang doon sa mga malnourished, severely malnourished at wasting ng mga bata, kung hindi maging universal na itong free meals program para sa ating primary and up to junior high. But of course, that's a aspiration moving forward. But this is a welcome first step.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Representative Brian Ramsuan.
I just would like to manifest na during the BARC hearing natin dun sa House, you suggested the increase of budget, especially dun sa mga kitchen facilities ng mga schools para dun sa feeding program. Mas maganda ho kasi na pag sila na yung nagluluto ng mga para una, hindi nasisira, hindi dinadala ng, kumbaga yung travel time pa lahat ho, minsan nagkakaroon ng kumbaga nasisira yung pagkain. At siguraduhin natin, ito kasi yung mga low-hanging fruit na kailangan nating isipin na gawin natin mga ganitong pasilidad sa kanilang lugar kasi minsan wala silang area na paglulutuan talaga. At napakahalaga dahil willing naman po yung SPTA, very active dyan, yung mga parents, teachers, willing silang gumawa ng mga ganitong klaseng programa para sa atin. If we can encourage all the SPTAs all over the country to do the same and with an increased budget, I think, gaya na sinabi niyo, Senator Kiko, one step closer tayo dun sa dream na ma-achieve natin itong mga ganitong klaseng programa.
Mr. Chairman, just to add very quickly, in the deliberations in the Senate with Secretary Sani Angara, he has also assured us that he will cascade to the regions yung purchases ng feeding programs na ito. And we manifested during the debates that yung Sagip Saka Act, which is Republic Act 11321, wherein government can now buy directly sa farmers and fisher folk organization na wala ng public bidding. So yung feeding program na madadagdagan ng 13 billion, no? Dapat Yes, yung milk feeding program plus yung actual feeding program sa ating primary schools, dapat a significant portion of the budget should be allocated for purchases directly sa mga local farming and fishing communities para sariwa ang pagkain at nakakatulong pa sa ating mga local producers, ang ating mga magsasaka, mangingisda. And therefore, the local economy will also